blessings of the breast of the womb. The blessings of your father have surpassed the blessings of my ancestors, up to the utmost bound of the everlasting hills. May they be on the head of Joseph, and on the top of the head of the one distinguished among his brothers. Benjamin is a ravenous wolf. In the morning he devours the prey, and in the evening he divides the spoil. Jacob breathes his last. Verse 28. All these are 12 tribes of Israel, and this is what their father spoke to them. So he blessed them, everyone with the blessing appropriate to him. Then he commanded them and said to them, I am about to be gathered to my people. Bury me with my fathers in the cave that's in the field of Ephron, the Hittite. In the cave that is in the field of Machpelah, which is before Mamre in the land of Canaan, which Abraham bought along with the field from Ephron the Hittite as a possession for a burial site. There they buried Abraham and his wife Sarah. There they buried Isaac and his wife Rebekah. And there I buried Leah. The field and the cave that is in it, purchased from the sons of Heth. So Jacob finished commanding his sons, and he drew his feet into the bed and breathed his last. And he was gathered to his people. So that was chapter 49. Chapter 49, Jacob took the time to go through his sons and tell each about them and gave them all their blessings. And in the end, he wanted to be buried where his father's is from, and where he buried his wife. So that's the end of Jacob, guys. The story of Jacob is now coming to an end. All right, but we got Joseph to still keep going with. So let's go, Genesis 50. All right, verse 1. Then Joseph fell on his father's face and wept over him and kissed him. And Joseph commanded his servants, the physicians, to embalm his father. So the physicians embalmed Israel. Then the 40 days to do this were fulfilled, because in this manner the days of embalming are fulfilled. And the Egyptians wept for him 70 days, and the days of weeping for him were past. And Joseph spoke to the household of Pharaoh, saying, If now I have found favor in your sight, please speak in the ears of Pharaoh, saying, My father made me swear, saying, Behold, I am about to die, and in my grave which I dug for myself in the land of Canaan, there you shall bury me. So now please let me go up and bury my father, then I will return. And Pharaoh said, Go up and bury your father, as he made you swear. So Joseph went up to bury his father, and with him went up all the servants of Pharaoh, the elders of his household, and the elders of the land of Egypt, and all the household of Joseph and his brothers and his father's household. They left only the little ones and their flocks and their herds in the land of Goshen. Excuse me. They also went up with him both chariots and horsemen. And it is a very immense camp. And they came to the threshing floor of Atad, which is beyond the Jordan. And they laminated with a very great and immense lamination. And he observed 7 days of mourning for his father. Now the inhabitants of the lands, Canaanites, saw that the mourning at the threshing floor of Atad. And they said, This is an immense mourning for the Egyptians. Therefore it was named Abel Mizraim, which is beyond the Jordan. Thus his sons did for him as he had commanded them. Indeed, his sons carried him to the land of Canaan, and buried him in the cave of the field of Machpelah, before Mamre, which Abraham had brought along with the field for his possession as a burial site from Ephron the Hittite. After he buried his father, Joseph returned to Egypt and his brothers, and all who had gone up with him to bury his father. Then Joseph's brothers saw that their father was dead, and they said, What if Joseph bears a grudge against us and returns back to all the evil which we dealt against him? So they sent a message to Joseph, saying, Your father commanded before he died, saying, Thus you shall say to Joseph, please forgive, I beg you, the transgression of your brothers in their sin, for they dealt evil against you. So now please forgive the transgression of the slaves of the God of your father. And Joseph wept when they spoke to him. Then his brothers also came and fell down before him and said, Behold, we are your slaves. But Joseph said to them, Do not be afraid, for I am in God's place. As for you, you meant evil against me, but God meant for good in order to do. What has happened on this day? To keep many people alive. So now do not be afraid. I will provide for you and your little ones. And he comforted them and spoke to their heart. Now Joseph stayed in Egypt, and he and his father's household, Joseph lived 110 years. And Joseph saw the third generation of Ephraim's sons. Also the sons of Michar, the sons of Manasseh, were born on Joseph's knees. And Joseph said to his brothers, I am about to die, but God will surely take care of you and bring you up from this land to the land which he swore to Abraham, to Isaac, and to Jacob. Then Joseph made the sons of Israel swear, saying, God will surely take care of you, and you shall carry my bones up from here. So Joseph died at the age of 110 years, and they embalmed him, and he was placed in a coffin in Egypt. So, chapter 50 consists of them burying Jacob, Joseph and his brothers. But then Joseph's brothers get worried that now that Jacob is dead, that Joseph is going to turn his back on them now. So they made this fake letter, pretty much saying that this is what their dad wanted them to give to Joseph. And Joseph, he cried over that. He's like, man, come on now. Why do y'all like that? I ain't like that now. Come on now. And towards the end of this chapter, man, we found out that Joseph died too. So now when it's the end of Jacob, this is the end of Joseph. We like, man, Joseph lived to be 110 years old, man, and that's the end of Joseph. All right? Now, let me see. Guys, chapter 50 is the end of Genesis. We can give ourselves a round of applause for making it through the whole book of Genesis. We did it. We did it. And I'm proud of you. I'm proud of myself. And I'm proud for anybody who's been struggling on this journey. You can tell your friend, tell a neighbor, tell a loved one, your soulmate, whoever. Hey, Ways of Unity, reading the whole Bible, the first 9 episodes, it's the entire book of Genesis. So now, you and your loved ones can take these first 9 episodes, take your time getting through them, but this is the complete book of Genesis. And hey, we made it, baby. So that's the end of this episode, man. I want y'all to know I love y'all, appreciate y'all. Wherever you may be at, I don't care where you at in the world. Just know that God is real. And if you don't know that God is real, take time to find him. All right? Some people don't believe in God. And hey, you got your own preference. I'm not here to judge nobody on what they believe in. You can believe in what I believe in. You can choose to believe in something else. Whatever works for you, works for you. But my goal is to try to touch the people that believe in what I believe in, or the ones that may be struggling, trying to find what they believe in. But if you want to stay on the other side over there, if I ever see you in person, I'm going to still show you and treat you with love and respect. Because that's what true Christians do. And some of these Christians are giving us a bad rap when they out here judging everybody for the sins that they be doing. Me personally, I can't judge nobody. But as we continue to read this Bible, we gonna read about, speaking on trying to take the speck out of somebody else's eye, and we got a log in our own. All right. So, as a true Christian, I'm here to tell you I love you regardless of whatever you believe in. And if you don't have a belief, come on in with this journey. And even if you do have another belief, still, come on this journey. You might see that over here might be good for you. All right. But at the end of the day, I love y'all. Appreciate y'all. Please like this video if you're watching this on YouTube. If you're listening to this on a streaming service, please follow the Ways of Unity podcast. All right. I love y'all, man. And y'all be safe out there. Make sure you say your prayers and make sure you tell your loved ones and anybody out there that you love them, man, because today isn't promised. People like to say tomorrow ain't promised. Nah, today isn't promised. You can literally wake up today and not go to bed today. All right. You can walk out that door today. There's a good chance you might not walk back in there. There's also another good chance that somebody that you love walk out that door today and they might not walk back in there. So please take the time to let everybody you know around you in your circle that you love them. All right? Peace.